The Nissan Magnite, it has been the only car in the Nissan portfolio for a long time now. It has been 3 years since it has been launched. But for Nissan, it is one of the most important products. Now, it's been doing decent sales numbers as well. It's been doing around 2,000 to 2,500 sales every month across the country. So not only in India, this car is also made in India, but sold across the world. So it is exported from India to the world. So yes, it is a very relevant product for Nissan. And the fact that Nissan keeps updating this product. So we got the red edition, then we got the Kuro edition that was unveiled with this one. And this one right here is the Nissan EZ-Shift. My name is Vipul. Welcome back to Motoroids, and in this video we're going to tell you everything about the Nissan Magnite EZ-Shift. So stay till the end of the video. And if you want in-depth, no-nonsense reviews of cars and bikes, subscribe to Motoroids and press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. Now let's get started with this new variant offering from Nissan. So what is the Nissan Magnite EZ-Shift? So the Magnite already comes in a CVT automatic variant, but it comes only in the 1-liter turbo petrol. This one right here is the 1-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine, which used to come only in a manual transmission, but now gets an AMT transmission, just like the Renault Kiger in its EZ-R format. Now, if you look at the car from the outside, you will notice that there is nothing different. And I don't want to take up your time showing every bit of the car because it's the same car. It's the same exteriors, the same bodywork, everything. The only difference that you will notice, there are two differences. One is obviously this new color offering with a black roof and a blue paint scheme. The blue color is already available with the Magnite, but this dual tone treatment is going to be new. And the second difference is at the back, and that is the EZ-Shift badging. That's the only way that you'll come to know that this is the naturally aspirated engine with an automatic transmission. Now, before I go ahead and tell you how this car drives, let me tell you why this is a relevant product and why you should, actually go ahead and take a look at this. If you're looking to buy a new car, in a new automatic car under 10 lakhs, you don't have a lot of options. The options that you have are all hatchbacks. You have the Tata Punch and the Hyundai Exter coming in now, but they are smaller in terms of space and size as compared to the Magnite. So now that we know about the exteriors, there's nothing new. There's not a lot to talk about there. As a whole, the design of the Magnite is a little more sophisticated, especially if you compare it to the Renault Kiger. The Kiger is more youthful and should appeal to the younger audience, but the Magnite has an understated design. It looks classic, it looks sophisticated, and it does get all the bits that makes it look like an SUV. It has a big, large grille, a tall bonnet, you get roof rails, nice large wheel arches, body cladding, and everything you want to see on an SUV. So overall, if you're looking for a compact SUV, this is one car that you should be looking at. Now let's get driving and let's tell you what this new gearbox has to offer. So now we are driving the Nissan Magnite EZ-Shift, and it's a beautiful landscape. I don't know if you can see. We're surrounded by waters on both the sides. So the drive is pretty enjoyable, and I've driven it for quite some time now to get an understanding of how the gearbox is functioning. Obviously, this is a 5-speed AMT. To talk about the power figures, this produces 72 PS of power and 96 Newton meters of torque. So it's the same engine that you get on the manual transmission, the 5-speed manual, but this one gets the AMT EZ-Shift. So in terms of drivability, obviously this is a very easy car to drive thanks to the AMT transmission. If you do not push the car very hard, it is very easy to drive, and anyone in your family, even the new drivers, will be able to adjust to this car and its drivability very easily. So overall driving is not going to be a problem. Now talking about this 5-speed AMT transmission specifically, because that's what's new on this car. Well, it's a relaxed gearbox. It does not like to be pushed really hard, and if you're an enthusiastic driver who likes to push the car a lot and have a fun. You might do well with the manual transmission, or obviously you have the turbo variant for that. But this is a very relaxed car, and if you are driving down a scenic road like this and you just want to enjoy the drive, live in the moment, this is a very nice and relaxed gearbox. And right now, when I'm cruising at about 40 kilometers per hour, because this is a village road, I'm still in the fourth gear. So in terms of tractability too, it's pretty nice, and that's what is going to also help its fuel efficiency. The gear shifts won't be, now as I'm going uphill, the gear shift came down to the second gear very quickly. So it does make the shifts quickly, and what I think what Nissan has achieved with this gearbox is the rubber band effect that you have with the AMT transmission. It is quite reduced in this one, and in most AMT cars you will feel a lot of the rubber band effect, but here you will be very relaxed. Now, if I want to make an overtake, I just push the pedal down, and the car starts to build the revs and makes the overtake quite comfortably. Obviously, you can't make those aggressive overtakes, but on the highway, you're going to be very comfortable. And let's talk about fuel efficiency now. Nissan claims that this can return up to 19.7 kilometers to the liter, but the little bit of driving that I have done with this on the highway and on the village roads, obviously there was no traffic, I was able to achieve a comfortable 14 kilometers to the liter. So it's going to be around 16, 17 on the highways, and in the cities, if you're in stop-go traffic, it'll be a little less, say between 12 and 13. So for 14 to 15 is what you would get in mixed driving conditions, which is pretty decent for an automatic car, and car has been running continuously. The AC has been on, so with the AC on, you're getting a decent fuel economy. And we are in Chennai, and the weather is very humid, so you can't put the AC off. Even when the car was stopped, taking the still shots, the AC was still on. So considering all of those factors, I would say the fuel economy is pretty decent. In terms of the ride quality, the Magnite has had a good ride quality, a good steering feedback. So handling the car and driving the car around town is going to be a breeze. So that's how the Nissan Magnite EZ-Shift is to drive. Now, who is this car for? Now, if you're in the market for a compact car, but you want something that looks like an SUV, you want a automatic gear, you want a car that is spacious and has good enough space for your family, has a good enough safety rating, and also want it to be automatic, and you don't want to shell out a lot of money. So this is a very good option if you fit into that user profile. And overall, this is a very good package. Obviously, looks are subjective, but in my opinion, this is a smart looking car. It has all the cues and makings of an SUV. It has a good ground clearance. It can do a bit of soft roading too. So you can drive to a place like this where you don't have proper roads. This is sandy, and you can definitely have a little bit of fun with this car. For the enthusiasts out there, you might not be very happy with the power of this naturally aspirated petrol engine and obviously the AMT gearbox. For you, there is the 1-liter turbo along with a CVT. But for the ones who are looking for a car with a relaxed drive, a good fuel economy, and overall a spacious car, this fits the bill. Besides that, the car is very well equipped as well. You get a 360-degree camera, though the clarity is not that great, but you do have that 360 surround view. You have good quality upholstery, you have a good quality sound system, decent 8-inch touchscreen, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and which connects wirelessly as well. The space in the cabin is good. If you are going to use this for your daily commute to your office, it's going to make your driving easier, and anyone in the family can drive this car very, very easily. Also, you take the long drives occasionally for the family trips. You have a decent amount of boot space, decent amount of space in the cabin for you to sit and have a comfortable overall drive. A family of 4 or 5 people with a kid, this does make a lot of sense. Obviously, the other cars to look at would be its sibling, the Renault Kaiga. Then you have the Tata Punch, you have the Hyundai Exter, and you also have the Citroen C3. Among these, the Citroen does not get an automatic gearbox, but the Kaiga and the Exter and the Punch are priced a little high. Now, coming to the prices, the Nissan Magnite EZ-Shift starts at 6.49 lakhs ex showroom for the base XC variant, which makes it, which is only a little bit more expensive than the Maruti Suzuki Celerio, which is another automatic car in the similar price range. And obviously, the Magnite EZ-Shift undercuts all the other cars in its segment. It makes it the most affordable automatic car in the B SUV segment. It will be available in all variants: the base XC, XL Mid, XV Upper, and XV Premium. It also will be available with the Guru Special Edition. I believe that this could be a very promising product for a customer on a tight budget, especially in these times when cars are getting really, really expensive. I hope I was able to answer all your questions, and if not, if there are any questions left unanswered, you can ask them in the comments section. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to Motoroids if you haven't already. Press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. This is Vipul signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, rev hard, rev free, and drive safe.